The reviews for Superman are finally here. What are people saying about this film? How do they feel about it? What's going on in terms of the early reactions to what we're getting? That's exactly what we're going to be covering in this video, because this is the best film since The Dark Knight.
Well, it is review time. When it's all said and done, what are the critics saying? Well, let's get the obligatory out of the way, because you know there is one, there always is. The best film since The Dark Knight. All right. Okay, perfect. That's expected at this point. Even the worst films for comic book films now get that. I think it's just a running gag now, to be honest with you. Okay, but what we're doing here is we're, of course, looking at a aggregate that I pulled together from a bunch of websites, bigger and medium, smaller. I look at a sample size of about 10 to 12 reviews, and I kind of go, okay, here's what we got here. Let's lay it out. So, how are things looking for Superman? Well, they're looking really good. It's good. It's amazing. Do you like James Gunn? You're going to like this. Do you like DC Comics? You're going to love this. Do you love Superman? You are going to love this. Pretty much unanimous praise across the board, which is good to see. You know, obviously there was a couple of leaks that happened in the last couple of days that were a little bit more negative, and that's not to say it's all positive, but it's mostly positive. Like I would say maybe 90-10, you know, something like that probably in the end. I wouldn't be surprised if this has one of the higher scores for films, especially for DC in the last couple of years. And just looking at it, you know, you're seeing a lot of praise for the cast, seeing praise for what's going on in the film and the message behind it, seeing a lot of praise for the action that's in it, but that doesn't take away from what the film is trying to do. The one thing I like is that there's a lot of people talking about how this film is about hope, about how it is about kindness, heart, being welcoming, things like that, which obviously they've been teasing. They talk about how the film is optimism when there's darkness looming. They talk about how there's a bunch of just great scenes that get right to it and will hit you in the feels. There is also some reviews that are a little bit more mixed. You know, they're saying they love it or they like it, but it's not perfect. It's not what they thought it was going to be. So there's a lot. There's also some, I guess you could call them positives. Some people might see them as criticisms, but humor and what people described as goofy scenes / over-the-top humor, which seems to be James Gunn's thing at this point. So, you know, it is what it is with that. I guess you should suspect Gunn to do a James Gunn thing, you know? They praise world building, they praise the setting and the additional characters, their relationships with one another. I mean, there's just mostly praise here. Now, again, I will warn people, as people have pointed out before, yes, as reviews tend to come in, there might be a chance some of this drops off. Again, we'll update it, and we'll see how it goes when it comes to the aggregate sites and everything. But I think it's safe to say we got a pretty amazing film on our hands, right? At least with this initial first wave. So stay tuned and we'll see what's up next. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching and have a good one.